Hey guys, welcome back to another Flesh and Blood video. This video is proudly brought to you by the House of Cards, the official sponsor of my stream. Be sure to check out the link in the description below for all of your Flesh and Blood needs. Today I'm going to be doing an introduction to the draft format in Flesh and Blood. If you are new to Fab and are looking to learn more about draft, then this is the video for you. I'm going to talk about drafting in two parts. The first part is the basics of draft, and the second part will be a deep dive into draft and some tips that I wish I knew when I started drafting. Drafting is where 8 people sit in a circle, and each player is giving 3 packs. The idea is that each player gets to see a card from every pack, picking one at a time to build the best deck possible. If you are used to playing constructed formats, then be prepared for the power level of your draft deck to be less than normal. Constructed decks are often more powerful than draft decks. The draft starts by each player opening one of their packs. From here, each player takes the 2 tokens out of their packs, lays them to the side, because these are the 2 cards that cannot be drafted. From here, each player chooses a card from the pack that they just opened. They then take the remaining cards, pass them face down to the person on their left. Next, they'll take the cards that were just passed to them from the person on their right, take a card out of that pack, and then repeat the process of passing the face down cards to the person on their left. Now you repeat this process with the rest of the cards that are passed to you. At the end of pack 1, you should have 14 cards laying in your first pile. After you have drafted all the cards from pack 1, you now have time to review your picks. You take all of your picks, review them, and decide what cards will help you best in the second pack. Pack 2 is drafted exactly like pack 1 was, but with one minor change. In pack 1, you selected a card and then passed your cards face down to the left. Now, when you select a card, you're going to pass your cards face down to the right. This means that during pack 2, you are passing cards to a different player and receiving cards from a different player, which means you will now receive different signals. The third pack is done exactly as the first pack was. You are passing cards to your left and receiving cards from your right. This is often referred to as left, right, left, which simply means that pack 1 is passed to your left, pack 2 is passed to your right, and pack 3 is passed to your left. Drafting can be hard for new players. The draft format is the hardest format to master in any TCG in my opinion. When you are drafting, you want to make sure that you are drafting cards that always work well together. For example, you cannot play Ranger cards in your Ninja deck. If you are looking to play Ninja, then you want to make sure that you are drafting as many good Ninja and generic cards as you can. Another thing to look out for is making sure your deck has enough blues. If you have a turn where you have tempo and then you don't have enough resources to continue putting pressure on your opponent, this could be the turn that gives your opponent the tempo and causes you to lose the game. The phrase sending signals will become more common to you the more that you draft. Sending signals is the idea that I'm going to pass a very good card to my left to tell the person sitting next to me that I'm not on a certain class and they should be playing those cards. Let's say that your pack 1 has a red Surging Strike and a red Spike with Blood Rot. Both of these are great cards. One is good for Assassin and one is good for Ninja. Let's say that you pass the red Surging Strike to your left. This is a very clear signal to the person sitting next to you that you are not playing Ninja and they should be taking all the good Ninja cards that they can. Sending signals is very important at any high level event. Sending signals is important because the worst thing that can happen for you is the person sitting directly beside you is playing the same class as you. This will make both of your decks very weak. Sending signals is very important, but reading signals is arguably more important. If your pack 1 pick 1 is a red Surging Strike, and then the pack that the person on your right passes you has a red Spike with Blood Rot in it, it is very safe to assume that your opponent wants you to be on Assassin, especially if you see 0 or 1 to 2 mediocre Ninja cards. Being able to read this signal gives you the knowledge to swap from Ninja to Assassin. Being able to read signals will help you with your drafts and make your draft decks a lot stronger. For all the people who found this video looking to learn more about draft, I really hope it was informative and that you're walking away with some good tips to use at your next draft. If you found this video helpful, or even if you feel like I left something out, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys next time.